Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
Good afternoon. Hey, I wanted to bring you this, that just popped up on my feed, and I thought it was interesting. It was short, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to watch it. I've never seen this guy before, and he's some self-defense guy. And so anyway, he's only got one on his channel that has to do anything with the IDAHO4, and this is it right here. And what he mentions in here, it made me, I'm thinking, when he was talking about it, I'm thinking, that's not true. So anyway, I did go and look it up to make sure that I was correct, as it being that's not true. And sure enough. But anyway, I want you to hear this, because this just shows you the audacity, the sheer audacity that Bill Thompson has. I mean, it's just, there's no end to his ways, his nefarious ways. And not only are they nefarious, but they hurt others. Whether I believe they're innocent or not, he doesn't know that. I mean, maybe he does know it. I don't know. But they were to be a witness in Brian's trial, right? And Bill, well, I'm just going to let you listen to it. Okay? Here we go.
I have got to come back to Emily a lot here. The more I learn about Emily, the more I admire and respect her. And just as a point of reference, I'm using this picture of Emily and her boyfriend, Hunter Johnson, for a couple of different reasons. One being, I just think it's a really great picture of the two of them. Second being is that they are both forces to be reckoned with.
They sure are.
And third, I think that collectively, the two of them together, there is no mountain that these two can't move. In Patterson and Ward's recent book on the IDAHO4, they touch on Emily's trauma therapy. So after the tragedy, Emily was slated to begin eye movement desensitization reprocessing. It's a form of therapy. Think of your memory as a raw video clip in your brain. Emily's memories of that event and the days and months that followed are still very visible, emotional, and exactly how she experienced them. When you go through EMDR, it's like your brain takes that raw footage and edits it. The scenes are still there, but like the lighting and the soundtrack, maybe even the sequence of events feel different. You still remember what happened, but without that same emotional punch and sensory vividness. It's great for healing. When Emily informed Prosecutor Bill Thompson that she was going to begin that therapy, Bill advised her that because she was going to go through that therapy, that it could disqualify her testimony. Emily's testimony wasn't only important to the case, it was important to Emily to ensure that she got justice for Xana and her friends. But the defense attorney could argue that she altered her memory through therapy. The emotions she's describing now aren't the same as right after the crime. The changes mean her testimony is less reliable. Even though EMDR doesn't erase the fact, the legal system is very cautious with anything that might be painted as tampering with a witness or original testimony, and that's likely why Prosecutor Bill Thompson advised Emily to...
Oh, really? That's likely why. It's 3 years later. The memory's going to be fading as it is 3 years later. So why not get the girl some therapy? Instead of making her not, hold off and not get therapy for something that was so freaking over the top that none of us could even imagine. Whether they knew what was going down or not, still pretty traumatic, pretty awful. So I find that this is really difficult for me, because this guy's a golden warrior self-defense guy. I mean, I saw one of his videos about the hair pulling thing, and I watched that one because of the cop thing, the Pullman cop thing I recently posted. Anyway, it's not really the same kind of a grip of a hair. It's more like a ponytail grip. But anyway, I watched that, and I mean, he seemed to, I could see that. It worked. I mean, I could understand. That'd be good to know how to do that. But this right here, he doesn't really understand this, and he shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff if he doesn't understand it. And I actually went through EMDR at one point in my life, and I can't say whether it helped me or not. I mean, I really can't. I mean, at the time it didn't feel like it was doing anything. So, and I was actually, with my mom when we were going through it, because she had to have me go through therapy because of my family member. Anyway, I didn't want to be there. I mean, I loved the therapist. I thought she was great. But I didn't want to be anywhere near her, my mom. And so, I mean, I agreed with whatever. Yeah, it works great. Yeah, I feel so much better. So whether it worked or not, I have no idea. But for Bill to say this to her, to stop any type, or just nixay any type of therapy that she was going to get, what does that tell you? Whew. That tells me a whole lot. I mean, that tells me all we really need to know, how he manipulates people. Because that's manipulation 101 right there. Wow. Anyway, let's see, he's got a few more things to say here.
Wait until the trial started to begin her EMDR and protect the credibility of her testimony from those kinds of attacks while on the stand. And that's exactly what Emily did. She held on to those vivid memories, most likely all the way up to July 23rd, 2025, when the sentencing occurred. That's 3 years of trauma still extremely vivid in her brain. Emily told Bill Thompson, I don't want to testify, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. She wanted to see it through. She wanted to get justice for Xana, Ethan, Kaylee, and Maddie. Then she would move through therapy. I mean, if that is not an example, an extreme example in a good way of a wholehearted love and commitment to a dear departed friend, I don't know what is. When the University of Idaho was planning their healing garden, they asked Emily to pick a flower to represent Xana, a flower that would be present year-round. The flower Emily suggested was a Peruvian lily because the lily was Xana's birth flower, and the Peruvian lily, Emily feels, has the same sort of sparkle and spirituality as her late dear friend. I'm hoping you've heard this before, Emily, but I'll say it again, and I hope you hear it many more times. You're good people. Now go change the world with your presence, and just know, for what it's worth, I'll be in your corner.
We all need that, right? Dang. I was like, what? Jeez. Man. Okay. So what it says here is, let me just make this bigger. What it says here is, no. I asked if it would affect a trial if they were going through the EMDR process in therapy, and if they could be dismissed from it because of it. It says, no, undergoing EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy would not automatically disqualify someone from being a witness in a murder trial. The ultimate decision about a witness's competency and the admissibility of their testimony rests on the preceding judge. Key considerations. Witness competency. The general rule in U.S. law is that everyone is considered competent to be a witness unless they meet specific exemptions. To be a competent witness, a person must have the ability to observe an event, recall what they observed, communicate their observation, and understand the duty to tell the truth. Memory and credibility. EMDR can affect memory, but for some, details may fade or blur, while for others, they might sharpen. Defense attorneys might attempt to challenge the witness's credibility by highlighting the potential for memory alteration, or the possibility of false memories that some studies suggest might be associated with certain aspects of EMDR. The witness's testimony will likely be scrutinized, or the judge or jury will determine the weight to give it. Therapy consultation. So basically, from what I'm getting from this is that no. No. And from what I remember from it, I remembered everything. I mean, I did not remember a thing. And what it did for me, now that I think on it, okay, what it did for me is it made me not think about it every day, all day long. I let other things into my brain instead of just thinking about that day in and day out. That's what it did for me. And so that didn't erase anything. So that's just wild. I mean, they could use it as that. They could fight saying that's what it was, or try to discredit them. But there's really no proof that it does any of that. It takes anything away. I mean, it might lessen it. And like I said, it just made me not think about it. I mean, it's still there. If ever someone asks me about it, everything's still there. It's just not something I thought about on a daily basis anymore. Which was stress relieving. And so for them not to allow, that just blows my mind. But then again, it doesn't, right? Jeez Louise. What the extent they'll go to, right? Anyway, just thought I'd bring that little tidbit to you. Let me see if I got some pictures to go along with this while we're at it. Hold on a second. So, these are the fellers right here. One of them is a Gooch, and the other one, they didn't put the names down here, so I'll have to go. I know his name, but I can't think of it right off the top of my head right now. But pretty skinny dudes, huh? Look how skinny they are. And I don't mean skinny. Weird. So this is obviously in the backyard of the King house, where everybody seemed to love to take pictures because that's what it was all about. It was everybody's house that belonged to Delta. Princess Fiona's castle is what Hunter called it. Yeah. So you've got Josie there, and you got Emily, and you got Hunter, who pretty much needs a haircut. April 4th of 2022. He's squinting. More April 4th dance or whatever they went to. I don't know which one it was on here. But it's one of the pictures. It's interesting too because seeing some of the pictures with Hunter, and let's say in this group of people with these guys in there, right? Well, no one ever paid attention to Hunter. It was weird. It's like he wasn't even there. And at one point, Hunter made a comment on one of the pictures saying, maybe next time you can include me in the picture. Like, darn it, I never get to take pictures with you guys. And I can't remember what the guy's comeback was, but it was really not very nice. It was just weird. Look at those feet on Hunter. Some big feet, man. Yup. 4 for Delta. I found this interesting that they were in Seattle August 12th of 2022 and that the noise complaint was the 16th. So my question is, did they gather up something while they were in Seattle? I don't know. Just saying. Yanks didn't win, but I did. Golly. Look at this. Look at his feet, you guys. Look at that guy's feet. And look at the difference in his legs compared to he is a little of nothing right now. There's something eating at him. For sure. And Emily, I don't know about you, if you guys knew this, but Emily is when that guy says something to be reckoned with, for sure, she when she comes to strength, she's a pretty strong chick. She played all sorts of sports. Throughout grade school, middle school, high school, always up in the sports. So she's definitely fit that way and can, pack a punch, I'm sure. I just don't doubt that at all. There's this picture of Hunter and this girl and this guy, and everybody said that was Emily, and that is not Emily. So I don't know who that is. I don't know, maybe a sister or something. I don't know, but that's definitely not Emily. They look more like brother and sister because look at their teeth, their noses. They look a lot like brother and sister. But check out the guy in the background. He's like, kind of interesting. Don't know where they're at or what they're doing. It looks like maybe they're in Vegas or something. I think the next picture is, it's a little bit further out. Oh, looks like a bus for the, it looks like the fraternity bus or something. I don't know if they even have fraternity buses. Just a guess. Fraternity bus. Maybe they do. I don't know. Lordy. I'm not quite figured out how Emily fits into this whole thing with these sororities. I mean, she's literally everywhere, just like that Kayla girl is. Peyton's another one that's kind of elusive, just like their interviews. But Emily, it's like she was like inserted. Just kind of like, I feel like, feels like Bethany and Dylan were. Emily even more so to me. Something's just weird about it. This is a pretty good one with the girls in there. You've got I know that one in the green dress, that's Ellie Shepherd, and you got Jan, of course, and Emily, and then you got Josie, and I know their names, I just can't think of them right now. The girl in the dark. Shoot. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, but they're, at the house. So obviously not Emma, Freudian slip. Emily also lived there. I mean, I know they can be, this could just be friends standing there doing this, but typically they're taking this picture because they all live together in this house. And so at one point in time, interesting. Maddie in her car. So this is Kaylee's tattoo, and it was fresh when she got it in the pictures of August 16th, because you could see that the film was still over top of it in the photograph. So it must have been that day that she got. 9/3. So not too long. Wait. 9/3. Unless they posted that after the fact, they must have, because she got it before that. So who knows, you guys? Seriously, who the heck knows? Shows her actually getting it and crying. I could see Kaylee doing that too. That's funny. That's kind of a painful spot on your arm to be getting something like that too. It's fleshy. It's a lot of nerves through there. Probably not the smartest one for the first tattoo. I think that's her first anyway. Well, I don't know about you, but it looks like she's doing fairly well. She doesn't seem too distraught. I mean, she's, looking pretty healthy. I always thought that was the weirdest looking picture. Their chins, both of their face. I mean, not Maddie's, the other two. Just seems weird. So that's Jen McClure and Dylan. Whoa, look at that chick next to Kaylee. They look like twinsies. Do they not? What the F? Is that Nev? Wow. Huh. So there is her. That is either, I think that's Erica Anthony. I think she was the one that was at the Grub truck with Cameron. She's the ones that won the award for the Junior Achievement. So did Natalie Goss and Kayla. And there was one more. I can't remember who that was. Can't remember. You know, sometimes these pictures just freak me out because, yeah, while it looks like Maddie, from what we know Maddie, it doesn't. It's like it's something about is off. It's like from what we know, right? And then we go to this picture over here, and there's just something just not. I mean, I know makeup can do a lot, but when I get this in CapCut, I will, well, you'll see it in CapCut. I'll be talking about it while I'm, well, it's already done. But that's what I'll do. I'll put these together. Well, you'll see them together. I'll see them side by side. Just so strange to me. It's a cute thing. Sorry, the heat's on right now. But this text always got me. And these were put out by the G's, I believe. And it was just, Kaylee, send me the address. Do you happen to have a second person with you? Yes. Do you want to drive my car home? LOL, I'm here. So basically they're coming to pick Kaylee up, it sounds like. And this is at 1:56 in the morning. So, I mean, I'm glad they're driving safe, but I did my own dive on this particular address, and you guys can do your thing, but, yeah, anyway. Some things you can bring to this platform, other things you can't. And this was one of those things for me that I couldn't. For one reason or another. Here's a picture of a potty that they had. And this was the same picture that there's a, I don't know if I put it out yet or not. Oh no, I'm just making a picture of it actually, or video. But where the, let's see, Bethany and Josie, I think, and some Emily, no. When you one other person is standing with their back to that table that's outside right there. Now that's where you put a table, right? So this was her birthday party. Okay, so this is where the guy walks out. Remember, the guy walks out, and Kaylee's doing her, or Maddie's doing her little dance. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. So this was that party. So that's Maddie over there in the white sundress, all the way to the left, and you see Jake in there drinking straight ahead of us. You want some food there, honey? Come here, right there. Here you go. And quite frankly, I don't recognize many other people. There's a couple Sigma, it looks like. Hey, come on. I know you want out. I wonder what that guy's pointing at over there. I don't know what he's talking about. It looks like Jake's looking right at the camera. That's freaky. Who's wearing Vans? Vans will never be the same to us, will they? Crazy, right? Alright, so you guys want to see a picture of Blaker and his family? Oh my God, something just dawned on me. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's interesting how they all wore the same, all the women have the same pattern of something that they've, that the mothers or whoever has made. I mean, it's kind of cool. What a great, that's some talent to have a, be able to sew like that. I'd love to be able to do that. Love the long one. Remember how he said his boys, he would never let them be in a frat, right? Now these two right here, she's on her third kid now. Crazy, right? And they are definitely all about the LDS. I mean, they wear the undergarments and everything. And let's not forget barefoot. Wild. Well, let's not forget about these. I'm just popping up random photos here. So, straight, this is Taylor. And then that is across from Blake. So that's one of the frat houses. That's where I think that the one with the smoke was coming out of right there. And then, so you should go straight across. You're going across Taylor. And that one's pulling out from there. That's on the corner. That's Linda Lane, I believe. And so it's further up Taylor, the other way, the opposite way of King. And this one's parked right outside of the treehouse. Literally right outside, pretty much by the the brick wall there, or the cement, whatever you want to call it. And so you got the black truck. Let's see, you got about everything you need there. The red car. I mean, they're all right there. Here's one with Emily and Maddie Mayer. So she's Maddie now, who is now Emily's best friend, is the one with the brown tank top on. And she's the one who married the Gooch. And she's also the one that supposedly was the last TikTok that Xana commented on. There's the notorious car photo. Which is why I feel like this is Madison's story. That this is the car she wrecked that night on the 13th, 12th, 13th. Because it was said that she did hit a tree and then the front passenger side tire basically exploded. And I remember being able to hear that in the first Linda Lanes. I literally remember being able to hear it because it was loud and it sounded just like what it says happened here, like the tire blew, and there was a big crash, and then you could hear the tire. I mean, it was just boom. But in one of the, so when Leonard took that one guy out, there was one on his police report. It talks about that what happened prior to all the other stuff happening, and it's talking about, what cars were there and so on and so forth. And they talk about Leonard's red Mustang being there. So, and this is one of them, oops, stay there, them going through the car, which people were saying that it was Quinn's car, but I think that was Maddie's car. Kind of makes you wonder why they're going through that one, not any of the other ones that I saw. Like, this is the only picture I saw of them going through any of the cars. Just things to make you go, where are all those other pictures, right? Oh, they're looking at this one. I just saved the screenshot of this, so fun. I'll have to check it out. Check it out. Sounds like freaking Enon. Whoa, I actually found another picture of Steve up in the AlphaKappaLambda. Can you pick him out? I do believe we found the guys that were at the Grub truck as well. Wow. They might all be standing in the same spot, too. The guy with his hands out in front of him, the guy behind him, I think was in the pink shorts. That one with the long hair. And made the guy in the back with the hat backwards on. He looks like the guy that was with the dark jacket that was with him. Now there's one more dude. Jake was in AlphaKappaLambda? Whoa. That's right, because I forgot about that. Jake and Steve were best buddies. I forgot all about that. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. There they are right there. Holy crap, I forgot all about that. It almost looks like a lake right there on the end, but I don't think it is. I don't know if the lake's in this one. It might be lake, actually. Kind of looks more like anything. Wow, that's wild. I forgot all about that one. Oh, I thought this picture was interesting. And I think those same guys are right here. The one in the striped shirt was the one in the pink shorts. The one in the black and the sweatshirt's got the vandals on it. That was the guy with the dark jacket, and the other one was a long-haired guy. Now the other one, I don't know where that guy is. I kind of think he's with the farm. I mean, he had such a distinctive look to him. I mean distinctive too. Look at that guy's wild hair. I wonder if he's wearing a wig. I don't know. That's quite some hair. I wonder if he's related to Farley. I don't know. It just looks like it. That guy almost looks like he could be the guy that I'm talking about. But the guy wore sunglasses the whole time. He never took them off, except for maybe there was one time, but you barely caught it. But he kind of had a real chiseled face like that. That might actually be him. Wow. Interesting. Then you've got Caden. Caden there. Scholarship. Caden here. Front and center. And this guy right here, he looks like the guy Cameron. Oh, there's the other guy. There's Nick Green back there in the back. I don't think that's Scott Green's son, by the way. So the guy next to him in the blue tie, that looks like it might be that tall guy I think that was down the Grub truck. But this guy in the beard, he looks like that Cameron dude. But I don't think that's him. It looks a lot like him, though. Oh, this might be the guy. This is the guy we need to watch out for. This dude right there. I bet you that's the guy in the back. That's him. Holy crap. Why didn't I see that before? This one is the one to watch out for, though. Let me tell you. Let me get back to it. Wait a minute. That could have been Fisher. That could have been Fisher Alt, too. Oh, my gosh. Now that right there. Ooh, man. That one makes way more sense. I think it was Fisher Alt. This guy with the glasses at the very end. Saeed. Degree in marketing and a minor in economics. AKL has helped me in many ways, notably introducing me to many lifelong friends and teaching me important skills, including time management and working with others to achieve success in life. Saeed graduated a semester early and plans to move to Colorado and start a new career in marketing. That looks like and I guess it is Saeed up on top of their car bash. Saeed and Nick Green, and I don't know who the other one is. You're badasses, man. Von Schroeder. Lake, of course. All these guys. Let me go through those, though. There's another one with Jake in it. Wait a minute. That guy right there. That guy. That's who it is. Who's the guy with the hat with the hoodie thing over it? That's the dude that was at the Grub truck with the pink shorts right there. Hands down. No lie. No, I'm 100% sure. Who is that guy? And where is he at in other pictures? I know that's him. And then that's probably the guy right there. The long hair. And Jake's frat, huh? That dude looks old for being in there for some reason, does he not? Now I'm going to have to really look at these pictures. We could probably try, okay, Connecting this now, confirming it. See, since we've got the cam now, might be able to do this one. Found out this is a remote photography group guy. Gosh, I'm sorry today. I got the cough. It's really bad. Nick Rabbis, huh? Taylor, there. 2 a.m. Okay, so it shows a woman running from the side of the house as the truck entered the driveway. She ran away from the house and right by our tripod at approximately roughly 2 a.m. Interesting. It recorded from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. That definitely would be something to have, wouldn't it? There's your Pullman tech specialist, Chase, IT professional, miracle workers, puzzle solvers, problem fixers, day savers, jazz hands. Green Giant. This here is Reuben Harris. Can get pretty brutal up in there. Yelp. Kudos for the Lauren Klowski, though. A sad thing. And this is Shane Emerson. He was in that video I showed you. He was the one wearing the kind of goggly glasses. He likes to scare people. Freaky. There's Umbright. Good place. I'm mixing several of them. Romero, Gordon, McNanny, Gordon, Westerman, Andre, Dylan, McNanny was the officer of the year. So, the two girls in front. And there's Brock from the left. Jeff Gordon. Ryan, Alex, and Dan. Getcha. Okay, I'll leave it with this because I think these pictures are hilarious. They make me laugh every time I see them. This is when they're doing this interview and they were talking about the creepiest thing, in my opinion. They were talking about how beautiful Kaylee's smile was, and not creepy that her smile wasn't beautiful because it was, but because of what was done to her. And when they were talking about it, Steve, middle one, was looking back and forth, back from each of them on each side. And then as time went on, they started making these faces like they had an inside joke about her smile. And literally, it just creeped me the F out. When they kind of stopped, she's like, oh, biting his lip about it. Look at that. I'm telling you, it just kind of creeped me out. Anyway, love you guys. I will be getting some more stuff to you soon. I'm just trying to get stuff out little by little here. I know it's kind of a smorgasbord of stuff, but that's always fun to say, smorgasbord. Not to be confused with the Borg, or Borge, or whatever it's called. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.